Alana wants to buy a $360 bicycle. She's considering two payment options. The image shows option A, so she puts a full price, this is the full price. She gives a down payment and then she makes even payments after that. Okay, so then option B is making just 6 equal payments over 6 weeks. What factors should Alana take into consideration before deciding between option A and option B? So think about that. And if you're thinking, yeah, it depends on, I mean, if she's not making a down payment, what is that going to do to her weekly payments, right? Her weekly payments are going to be higher, even though she's paying for 1 extra week, depending on how much her down payment is. So thinking about this as a graph, your down payment is where you're going to start on the y-axis. So that's your y-intercept. And then your weekly payments are going to be your slope, how much it's decreasing. Here's another example. Allie received a gift card for her local coffee shop. Every time she goes to the shop, she gets a medium coffee. The graph shows the gift card balance at 2 points. So here at 2 cups of coffee, she's got $19.70. This is her balance. And after she's bought 2 more cups of coffee, she's at 4 now, and her balance is $14.40. How can Allie determine the number of medium coffees she can buy with the gift card if she does not know the original value of the card? So we just learned that if we're given 2 points on a line, that we can find the equation, which will tell us how much was on the original card. It'll give us our y-intercept. And it'll also tell us how many cups of coffee. If we continue this line down, where are we going to end up exactly? So we're not guessing here. We're going to be precise. Once again, it's important. So using the 2 points, we're at 2 cups of coffee, $19.70 balance. 4 cups of coffee, $14.40 of a balance. So let's use our formula, the change in the y values divided by the change in the x values to figure this out. So 1440 minus 1970 divided by 4 minus 2. Remember, always start with the second values, subtracting the first values. Okay, so figure that out. Pause it and come back when you're ready. So you should have gotten the change being negative $5.30, so $5.30 over 2, meaning our 2 cups of coffee. So every time she's buying 2 cups, she's decreasing her value on the card by $5.30. Now, if we divide that, how much, I'm just curious, how much is that per cup of coffee? And we get that it's $2.65. So in between here, the point on the graph at 3 cups of coffee would be $2.65 less than 1970. And for 1 cup of coffee, it would be $2.65 above this. Okay. So now remember what we do to figure out the y-intercept is we're going to plug in, we know the slope. So far we have the slope as negative 5.3 over 2x, but we're missing b. So let's plug in some values, pick one. I'm going to just pick this second one because I feel like it. So y equals 14.4, $14.40, which then equals our slope times the x value, 4. At this point, you guys, you can't go from this y value to this y value because those aren't the points that are connected, okay? So you've got to stick with it. If you pick this one, you have to keep both of those. And then plus b. So we can put this in the calculator, negative 5.3 times 4. We get 2120. So negative 2120 over 2 plus b equals 1440. Then we want to add this amount to this, right? So we can take 2120 and divide it by 2, just to make it easier. We get, let me write this over here. We get 1060. Now add this, right? Because we're adding, this value is also 1060, half of 2120. So we're going to add that to 1440. We're going to get 24. Oh no, this right makes another 10, so we get 25. So that is what b equals. So this point, this line is going to cross the y-axis right there, and that looks right. That looks just about perfect right here. We can even make a line here to connect these and see how much is going to be left. That moved a little bit. And we can also go to Desmos and plug this equation in and really check our graph and be accurate. Always, always, always use your Desmos to check your work, okay? Not to give you the answers, but to check your answers. Big difference. Okay. This next slide, you're just going to go through, make sure you've got all this information in your notebook, plus any additional things, add anything that is new or different to you, and then you're going to do some Desmos practice and some practice pages that you'll work out the work in your notebook. Finally, you're going to do your reflection polls, so evaluating how much you understand this lesson, and then you will do a few quiz questions to prove what you learned. All right, be great.